So... what we got with the speed drill? We got Shallow Rush. Feel like we're getting that way too early, but I'll take it. I don't know though, I feel like we gotta hold on to that Bagon in case we run into Protect Spammers again. Because just an all-range taunt. On one hand, I'm kind of worried about having them being able to... not even giving them an alternative to not attack me. But in situations like that, it would be perfect. Alright, so we're back to where we were. I was gonna say, I could have totally just got that chest before backtracking back here, but I guess it's a good thing I went back when I did. Alright, Nelly, what do you got? So far, everyone here has given me a Shadow Pokemon. Are you gonna keep the trend going? It'd be kinda nuts if, like, every villain trainer had a Shadow Pokemon, because not even the original XD did that. And I guess this mod's not gonna break that trend. Alright. So, actually, I think Swine Up would be neutral. Maybe not, though. I'll give it a shot. Because the Shadow Rush is probably going to be overkill, as is. I'm kind of pondering. It's got Levitate. I'm pretty sure it's not something that I would normally have. That's right, it would have good symmetry with Phanpy anyways because of the whole levitating thing. Don't mind me, I'm just thinking in the background of what we could possibly do with this speed drill to make it have as good of symmetry with our team as possible. Oh! Never mind, you do have a Shadow Pokemon. A little familiar Coliseum friend, as a matter of fact. Now, I think that was neutral, as I suspected, but I guess it doesn't hurt to double check. This will do super effective damage. You're actually a bit more weak than I thought you'd be. Well, this should be neutral. Actually, I should have gone for the Shadow Shark. I should have gone for Shadow Guard. Because, yeah, that. The Beedrill's got some tough stuff, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still a Beedrill, so it's a bit frail and they gotta work around with it. Not that it's impossible. If Pokemon Go's proven anything to me, any Pokemon can be surprisingly durable, and okay, the fact that I haven't been leveling up my team is kind of rearing its ugly head already. Can't believe we had both our Pokemon faint that first turn. Alright, God, I don't want to send out Charade so soon, but... oh, wait, I could have sworn I chose Jolteon, not Talons. What? Okay, this is what I want, I guess. As you can tell, I completely blanked out on what my opponents had, because I completely forgot that we still had a ground type on the field. Let's see, this should knock anyone out at the very least. And... actually, maybe... let's see how this goes. Okay, Extreme Speed did not do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. But did go before the Swine Nub. I am actually really surprised that the game didn't attack, you know, the Pokemon that's weak to Flying type. I guess I really got thrown the bone there. Okay, as I was expecting, that finished it off. I don't know if the Extreme Speed was overkill or not, but this was the end result I wanted. Oh, wow. That was a freaking crit too. Barry really saved my hide there. I could growl to lower the defense. Actually, I should have... hindsight again, I should have, like, used Charm on this thing. Not too late to worry about that now. I think my game plan is going to be protect this turn, get Bagon out of there, or get him out of there next turn, and have Bagon finish the job. Or at least take the hit for us. Alright, so... you get out. One more extreme speed should get you in good catching range. Also, yeah, I was gonna check how many Pokeballs I had and see if the Pokeball glitch was still a thing to work around with. What is with all the freaking crits? Why? Alright, it looks like my Pokeball... I got a chance to try again, but it does look like my Pokeball count went down. So I'm just doing this out of principle at this point. Alright, just in case it breaks out of the Pokeball, Growl to assure that I don't have to worry about it doing that again. 1, 2, 3, gotcha. So it's a bit of a shame that I probably gotta go back to the Pokemon Center again. How many revives do I have? And would it be too much of a waste of money to just revive everyone on the spot here? The answer is 0. Correction, the answer is 3. I think I'm gonna go back and heal. Nibbler, can you come here a second? I kinda need to borrow something from you. I should have done it before boxing you, but I didn't think I would need it so soon. Can I take that little berry that you have there? Thanks. Oh. I feel like with how many trips I've been making back and forth, I'll have plenty of opportunities to experiment around with the various shadow Pokemon that come in and out. Alright. So, I wish I had the experience share. Because with all the experimenting we've been doing with shadow Pokemon, I feel like our main party is falling behind. Especially since it's emphasized by the fact that our highest level Pokemon was one that was a shadow Pokemon just not too long ago. Please. Oh, here I was about to make a voice, and then I actually read the text. I think I need a minute. So, you thought it was too cringe to keep the array names, but then you add this. Okay. I'll roll with it. Please, Professor Cream. No. Oh my god, gotta get the value girl going. Please, Professor Cream. When will you tell me about your hashtag verification study? I want to know. That will let me hashtag power up my hashtag XG00001. I so made it myself. Don't you think it would be hashtag lit? What's it with Mom make me say the dumb things on my mouth this week? I don't blame you, Green. Oh, but why? I don't get it. Why would you refuse an offer so wonderful as this? Nope. Nope. Oh, why is that one making me... Ugh. Oh, you. Oh, you. You are hashtag mean and hashtag closed-minded. You won't even try to understand how hashtag dank it is to help hashtag... I'm not even re-attempting that one. XG00001. Naps. Yes, miss. This is all your fault. Crane is so hashtag cross because you were so hashtag rude when you invited him here. Can't be serious. I can't hear you. The plan is hashtag perfect. Hashtag XG001 condition was off just a little tiny bit. Naps. It is all your fault. What happened? every tiny little bit of it. So, you hashtag do something about it. If I never have to read her dialogue again, it'll be one moment too soon. I can't complain because it's hashtag in character. Knows the freaking space off with the shadow Pokemon. My headcanon was that he was gonna do a hashtag shadow Pokemon in the last line there, but then remember that it was Crane's line, not Lorvida's. Oh, that's right, guys still fall from the sky. Alright, here's the shadow Pokemon of the day. One of these times they're not gonna actually have a shadow Pokemon, but my expectations have been built up, because every time I find a Peon, there's been a shadow Pokemon. So I'm keeping the expectation up until I'm inevitably being let down. Shroomish, let's go! Probably won't use you because the Droom still has a special place in my heart. But using a Shroomish in this game's gotta be so much less painful than in the original XD. You know what? What is your ability, Pikachu? It's probably not Lightning Rod. Oh, never mind! You can stay in, because my plan is going to be to swap this Jolteon to make sure that I didn't get hit by the electric move. But AI in this game is probably going to be so dumb and just do that in itself. Wow, like, I knew I was going to have some fun with Lightning Rod in this, but I didn't think I'd get this much out of this. I'm getting more use out of Lightning Rod slash Electric Weak Partner than even Levitate and a ground type move like Earthquake. Well, I mean, if I ever didn't want to use the Trico, guess that there's another option to have the Shadow Whip. Oh, that's right, it poisons. I completely forgot about that. And not quite as much damage as I was hoping to get out of it. Oh, I forgot Play Rough actually lowered attack. I'm so used to it actually destroying things. Aha! I caught you, sucker. I'm hoping to get Paralyzation off on this thing, but I guess if it doesn't work this turn, I could just go for Zing with a Azumarill. We're blocking all the electric moves, so... maybe I should have gone straight for Zing. And I'm kind of confused of what the AI is doing here when there's a perfectly vulnerable non-shadow Pokemon here and you're just going ahead and keeping on attacking the shadow Pokemon even after you poison it. Okay, XD AI. You do you, I guess. Alright, this should at least knock out the Voltorb because it's doing so much. I really want to go for an Ice Punch, but I'm really worried about accidentally taking it out with that. And actually, with all these boosts, this is probably going to obliterate the Voltorb. Good night, sweet prince. I probably can't even use you to chip away at the Shroomish anymore. It's probably going to be way too much overkill. Alright. On the bright side, it's nice to actually have my team members actually get level ups. I was kind of getting worried I wasn't going to be a Sing anymore. Do I get Talon Swift in here just to get some... Well, we're catching it, so I don't think we're actually going to get the experience. So, might as well at least get a little bit in the Shadow Gauge. Hopefully when we start purifying this Beedrill, it'll get to be a little bit easier to use. Alright. Wow. Even with all... You know what? Maybe my stats aren't getting boosted. I don't know what it is, but this Shroomish really doesn't like Pikachu. Maybe it's just salty that I kept blocking his partner's attacks. Well, speaking of, Pikachu is getting kind of weak. I don't know how much more I want to go with this. If I swap out now, maybe I can actually not waste a revive. Okay, hopefully this isn't overkill. It is resisted, but Beedrill is a fully evolved Pokemon with at least the strength of a mid-stage evolution. Okay. Not bad. I'll take it. It's pretty much perfect range. Oh, that's right, you have the Aurora filter or whatever. Also, there was a Reflect, I completely forgot about that. Alright, so you get the Pokeball. I might as well Shadow Guard with you, just in case you break out. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Oh my god, my brain is still broken. Oh, hold that thought. Hold that thought. I kind of want to wait and let you get better moves, but you have freaking Play Rough already. Come on, Swimmersby, embrace your full potential. I forgot that Azumarill evolved so early on, though. Like, I get it's not usually considered the most powerful Pokemon, you usually have to rely on huge power to make it too useful. But I didn't think that it would evolve this soon. Yeah, a little shame that even with all that, you're still not too brutal. Huge power does way too much for you, but I think we can still make it work. You know, it kind of, especially if we can find a grass move that attacks all party members and get that on Parade somehow, you two could actually be really good friends. Also, I guess we might as well test to see. Yep, Gen 3 Poison Mechanic is still a thing. Thankfully, I think I have some antidotes on me. And I'm not really feeling too keen on actually using this Pikachu at the moment, so I'm gonna swap you back out. At least until we get some more non-shadow moves on you. Maybe that will make it a little more interesting to use you. But actually, yeah, I think that our two Shadow Pokemon can hang out in the back a little bit until 1, we really need them. And 2, when we got some more moves to play around with, because the rest of our team's kinda slacking a bit. I was gonna say, are we gonna get to go up there already? But nope. More Shadow Pokemon. Hopefully. Neville. A semi-normal for the Ouray region name. I will embrace it. Yeah, not really the greatest setup. Let me protect first and see if it even has a move to worry about. And now I wish I had Fire Punch instead of Ice Punch, but I don't even know if Azumarill can learn Fire Punch here. Alright, so it does have a ground move. It's only... Oh, I was gonna say, I thought I got real lucky there, but no, that's just Power Snow being Powder Snow. If the only ground type move it has is Mud Slap, then I'm not really too worried about keeping my Jolteon out here. Oh yeah, I guess it being asleep could also just, you know, let me win. Now, why am I pondering if Hyper Voice will just wake it up? I'm certain that's not actually a mechanic, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm forgetting that it is. I guess we can just find out now. And it did like over half to it, so that's probably more damage than I'd be doing with any other move directly on Fire Approach, so I say that's a pretty good use of my turn. Now let me just embrace how much stronger Play Rough is. Well, at least everyone's in the range to get finished off. I guess I can Aqua Jet the Fire Approach just to make sure that I'm not like on the low end of a damage roll or something. Okay, yeah, that's definitely going to be enough to just take them both out in one shot. And actually, I think this trainer had 2 Pokemon, so yeah, this might actually be the first Cyper person that does not actually have a Shadow Pokemon for us to snag. Neville, you disappoint me, man. Everyone else has been loaded with awesome stuff, and you just are there to waste my time. Alright, you know what, let me go north and check things out a bit. I'm pretty sure you don't have a Shadow Pokemon. And you don't look like you have anything that I would want anyways. Almost in one shot. I got a little excited there. Let's see. Electric type, water type. What should I use my weak grass move against? I need to get back up and healthy as quickly as possible. I better attack the Pokemon that is not super effective to the attack, and ensure that I get as much health out of it as possible. I thought it'd be cool, but I just made a fool on myself. None of that really matters, because it's time to bid you adieu. You saw what's wrong with your security. Look how quickly I pummeled you and all. Really? Nothing behind here? I guess that chest I saw in the corner is literally the only thing in here. I do remember never really having to fight that guy in my playthrough of the original game, so makes sense. Alright. I'm kind of like, I want to keep playing, but I've noticed that I'm not really being as much of a chatterbox as I was before. Maybe if I clear everything out here. Yeah, I had a feeling I had to fight at least one of you guys before getting whatever's over there. Let's get to it. I got the feeling that you're not going to have a Shadow Pokemon because you're technically optional. But let's see what happens. Yep, no Shadow Pokemon. And funny enough, I think I picked the perfect dream team for this. Shockwave, Peck. Kinda wish we had something stronger than Peck, but considering we have frickin' Gale Wing, understandable. You know, after this fight, maybe I should double check my TMs, because we're really getting way too weak to have Peck at this point, priority or not. Look at that, Talon Swift, look at your buddy. A totally valid comparison because he's fully evolved and you're not. But he one-shot his opponent. Okay. Moment of truth. Actually, I should have remembered this already because I'm pretty sure there's a move tutor that has Thunder Wave. But do I even want to get rid of anything? And how badly do I need the paralyzation? You know what? I'm pretty sure I can relearn Protect anytime with the move tutor. So let's just get Thunder Wave on ya and see how I feel from there. Just more options for chipping away at Shadow Pokemon I don't believe can hurt. So I get Hyper Voice. Bite is a physical move and I believe Jolteon's a special attacker, so I could probably just get rid of that for either a move tutor move or a TM, or even the next level up move, whatever happens first. Wouldn't hurt to double check my TMs and take a look-see. Cause like Hyper Voice kind of is broken, or like really just overshadows Bite now that I'm evolved into a Jolteon. So maybe it's time to get something better. You got U-turn, Power Up Punch. Oh, Thunder Wave's it wouldn't be a move tutor and a TM, would it? I'm gonna wait just a tiny bit longer, maybe until after this dungeon, so we can just until I'm a little more certain that there isn't a Pokemon that I would rather give that TM to. Well, speaking of TMs, 42 is Flame Charge. It would have been nice if we actually had anything to use it on. Wait. You're joking with me, right? It doesn't really fit too well because he already has a lot of fast moves and was already on the fence about getting rid of either of these as is, but I mean, options are options and worth keeping in mind, I guess. Have I used one TM? Because it might actually be good to test to see if they're unlimited or not. I just assumed that they weren't because it's Gen 3, but this is the mod that puts Gen... that puts Gen 7 mechanics into it. So I would imagine it includes TM. Alright, you guys look kind of optional. Let me just progress a little forward, see if I can get a shortcut back before really messing with that at all. Did I go around the circle? Nope. Where do you think you're going? Stop that scurrying around. I mean, if you could just take me right to Professor Crane and let him leave, I'd be cool with that too. Are they really gonna throw a Shadow Bulbasaur our way after just giving us the Shadow Hoenn starters? It would be cool and interesting, because that's definitely not anything that the Array games did. Mega Man's kind of cool too. Oh man, like, there's definitely a lot of electric types I would use if I wasn't already using a Jolteon. I guess, of course, we ran into the one scenario where Bite might actually be better than... I have Lightning Rod. I still get... Well, it's a Shadow Pokemon, so it's not going to attack me with electric moves anyways, but every now and then, the real is I remember that I have Lightning Rod. And it's like I just learned about the ability the first time all over again. Okay, this has actually been a pretty solid turn so far. And I wonder how long the game's going to make me wait to actually get something stronger than Peck, though, because I would even trade priority for just a little bit stronger stab at this point. Can we get 2 flinches in a row? Not quite. Oof. I mean, those berries have been coming in way too clutch. I'm already out of them so soon. Oh, you are being zapped by the Leaf Seed. Maybe it is time to swap away. You know, it's been a little bit since we've used this Pikachu. Let's see if it's got any new tricks up the sleeve. And I also gotta remember that Growl exists, because this fight probably could be a lot more... Maybe not this fight in particular, because of all the special attackers. But I do gotta remember to actually use this move more often. You know, this game might count Shadow Pulse as a special move. Or I mean a physical move. Totally doesn't, but maybe. I just need it. This Bulbasaur is just needs to go, like, now. Shockwave. Not good for this fight, but worth keeping in mind for future ones. Ooh. I think it'll only be neutral against the Bulbasaur, but... So yeah, I'm gonna Shadow Bolt you just in case I can get the paralyzation. I'm gonna count, because this Bulbasaur's been in the picture way too long. It's becoming more apparent the longer I leave it out here, the worse it's gonna get. So, Beedrill, it's up to you. Oh, we're getting Shadow Sky this early in the game. I mean, yeah, that's too shocked that Mom would actually implement that, because the original XD, that was like only used in one boss fight, and you never really got used out of it afterwards. Oh, and you don't have to watch the animation of the attack hitting each one of them. It'd be cool to see it hit one of them, but I guess no animation at all is the lesser of two evils at this point. Right. Shadow Bolt the Magnemite. Take care of the Bulbasaur. Can make this whole Shadow Sky thing work completely against him. I'm all for that. Okay, no paralyzation, but it's still pretty weak, so I'll take what I can get. And now I want to use the Magnemite, because it's got Shadow Sky, and like, you could probably make a fun challenge run out of this where you use nothing but Shadow Pokemon. That'd be fun. But hey, I think we got a practical application for Shockwave proper. A 1, a 2, a 3. And this should finish off the whatever was left. For a second there I was getting worried that it wouldn't. And battle done. Go right ahead. Feel free to wander and look around. Nah, why can't I do sarcasm today? No, just wander around and do whatever you want. I guess it's easier when I'm not trying to put a voice to it. Alright. Okay, and yeah, here we go. Shortcut. I was gonna just backtrack, but I had a feeling that we were close to just an easy way back if I just push through a little bit longer. Talon Swift needs experience, and I think we're forced to fight these guys, but we're so close to healing, I don't want to waste the revive. Blah blah, blah blah. Master Greaves will supposedly make a personal tour of all facilities. He wants to make sure that everything's proceeding well, so they can go through without ending up as a fiasco like last time. Oh, who are you? Suspicious intruder. How long are you there? You might just be a kid, but we can't just let you walk out. I mean, it's already double battle, so it wouldn't have as huge an impact, but I kinda wish we'd just fight both of them at once, so we wouldn't have to worry about going through the opening animation twice. Anyways, well, our team's a little crippled away, but we'll do what we can to make it work. Okay, now, technically this is optional, so now I'm kinda scared and want to go back and check on the scientist guys, just in case, so I don't miss out on Shadow Pokemon. Oof. Oh wait, you're a fairy type. Fairy. This will hurt you. Yeah, it's like those things like that when I just get back to remembering that this game runs off Gen 7 mechanics. And it just brings a happy little glee to my heart, because it's like XD is... It's like a remake to XD without the fancy graphics. Alright, so... Maybe it didn't take that quite as well as I would have liked. Okay, at least this point... This should be neutral, so... This should be fine. Use Shadow Guard. Maybe I'll get lucky and the Snubbull will hit me, and we'll actually be able to take it out. But first, moment of truth. Oh, I don't know why I thought flying resisted fairy for that moment, but at least it doesn't do too much damage, and at least everything's going according to plan. Alright. Good for swimmer speed, just getting experience where you can. Unfortunately, we no Shadow Kelkleon. Actually, why am I thinking there was a Shadow Kelkleon? There was no Shadow Kelkleon in XD. Maybe things could change for this? Is there a way I can set up my moves in a way that I can... like, take it out? I'm gonna play rough the Kelkleon to set it up. Heal up with Beedrill. He kinda needs the HP anyways. And then next turn, oh, the Kelkleon is not going to be too happy with the next turn. Neither will I with how much freaking damage that did, but... And the fact that it attacked before both my Pokemon. You know, it's fine. I'll heal again, it'll be worth it. You have to capitalize on the Kelkleon's color change. Perfect. And assuming that's their last Pokemon, that should also give me plenty of time to just heal up, or like put it back to sleep if it does so happen to wake back up. I was going to swap Swimmer Speed out here so it would stop taking damage from that, but thinking more about it, maybe not. just in case it wakes up before I'm ready to snag it. Oh, I think they even implemented more modern things with the weather eventually going away. For some reason, it caught me off guard that they implemented that with Shadow Sky as well. I mean, it makes sense if you could do it for one weather, you could do it for all weathers. But just the fact that the shadow moves just feels so different and special to me kind of took me off guard and all. Now, let's see if the weakening of it even more so is even necessary. So, a 1, a 2, a 3. Oh, I completely forgot there was another dude there, and I don't remember if we have to fight them both. I mean, we do have revives if we really need them. There are things we can do to work around with it. Yeah, well, you still can, it's for your own good. Oh, actually, maybe this is a mandatory point, because I did forget about... That's probably a key that we need to go elsewhere. Oh, is this really a one-way shortcut? Well, you know what? The place to heal is right here. I definitely feel like I've been going for a while. Oh, we didn't really clear this place today. I think this is a good point to end things off as any. So, thank you all again for tuning in for some more Pokemon XG. Next time, we'll finish up this place, and hopefully free for Professor Crane from Loravina before #Magnus happens. They really pronounce Madness as Magnus or whatever.